Welcome to the course Formal Language and Automata Theory. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about introduction to regular expressions. Coming to outline of today's lecture. So this topic is related to our second unit, first topic. Here we will discuss about regular expressions. In regular expressions, first, what is finite automata and regular expressions, then applications of regular expressions, then algebraic laws for regular expressions, then conversion of finite automata to regular expressions. This is the first part of second unit. So later we'll discuss about pumping lemma for regular languages, then at last closure properties of regular languages. So in this lecture we will discuss about introduction to regular expressions, followed by applications and some algebraic laws for regular expressions. So these are the topics we are going to cover in this lecture, first part. First, we will see introduction followed by recursive definition of regular expressions, then regular sets or regular language, then identities or algebraic laws of regular expressions, then applications of regular expression. So these topics we are going to cover in this lecture. Next lecture, we will discuss the remaining two important topics, finite automata and regular expressions. So here we have construction of finite automata for given regular expression, then conversion of finite automata to regular expression. That is equivalence of finite automata and regular expression. Both conversions are possible here. These two are two problems, so very important in this. Let us coming to regular expressions. So the language accepted by a finite automata that can be easily described by simple expressions called regular expressions. So regular expressions are useful for representing certain sets of strings in an algebraic fashion, nothing but mathematical notation. These describes the languages accepted by finite automata. So that is use of regular expressions, which are used to represent certain sets of strings in an algebraic fashion, nothing but mathematical notations. These expressions describes the languages accepted by finite automata. Then coming to how to define a regular expression. So here we have recursive definition. Recursive means whatever the rules we are defining now, by combination of once or several rules, by repeating once or many times, you can form various applications of regular expressions. So a recursive definition of regular expression over an alphabet sigma is as follows. So the first one, any terminal symbol. Terminal symbol means lowercase letter, so which is belongs to sigma, an input symbol, and an empty set which is denoted by pi, and an empty string which is denoted by epsilon or lambda or regular expressions. So by default, you can take any single terminal symbol, that is input symbol, which is belongs to sigma, and an empty set pi, and an empty string epsilon or lambda or regular expressions. That is the first rule. Then coming to second rule, the union of two regular expressions. Let us say R1 and R2 are two regular expressions. Then the union of R1 and R2 is written as R1 plus R2. So in regular expression, union symbol is replaced by plus, is nothing but union. So is also regular expression. The union of two regular expressions is also regular expression. Then coming to third rule, the concatenation of two regular expressions. So R1 and R2 written as R1 R2 with no space, concatenation, is also a regular expression. Then the fourth rule, the closure or iteration denoted by asterisk. By default, asterisk is nothing but closure or iteration, nothing but star closure of a regular expression R is written as R closure, is also a regular expression. Then fifth rule, if R is a regular expression, then R within parentheses is also a regular expression. So you can see the 5 rules. So whatever the 5 rules defined here, these are all the only regular expressions. Then by repeating all these 5 rules once or several times, you may get some new expressions. Those are all the only regular expressions. Other than the 1 to 5 rules and by repetition of 1 to 5 once or several times, whatever the results obtained, these are all the only regular expressions. You can recall one, so this is very, very important. Any terminal symbol, that is an alphabet A or an empty set pi or an empty string epsilon or lambda or regular expressions. The union of two regular expressions R1 and R2 written as R1 plus R2 is also a regular expression. Then the concatenation of two regular expressions R1 and R2 is written as R1 R2 without space is also a regular expression. Then the closure or iteration denoted by star, nothing but star closure of a regular expression R is written as R closure is also a regular expression. Then if R is a regular expression, then R within parentheses, only function brackets we have to use, is also a regular expression. So then you can see the last step. The regular expressions over an alphabet sigma are precisely those obtained recursively by the applications of the rules 1 to 5 once or several times. Just now I mentioned, by repeating the above 1 to 5 rules once or several times, so whatever the results, these are all the only regular expressions. Suppose here, if parentheses are not there, then the hierarchy of operations is as follows. So in any regular expression, parentheses are not there, but the regular expression is combination of all the above operations. So at that time, the hierarchy is given below. First, we have to evaluate or consider iteration or closure. This is nothing but asterisk. Then second one, concatenation. Third one, union. Union is nothing but plus. So this is the hierarchy of operations if parentheses are not there. So when you can use this one, whenever we are simplifying a regular expression, if that regular expression does not contain any parentheses, then this is the order of evaluation we have to consider. Now, alternative one, next one is regular sets. So what is a regular set? Then we will see the difference between regular set and regular expressions. Any set that is represented by a regular expression. Sometimes the regular set is also called as regular language. Any set that contains a regular expression is a regular set. Regular sets are the sets which are accepted by finite automata. So both regular expressions and regular sets are accepted by finite automata. So, but the actual definition is a special class of sets of strings or words over sigma are called regular sets and is defined recursively as follows. Same as regular expression. For regular sets also we have recursive definition. The first one is every finite sets of strings over sigma, including the empty set pi, is a regular set. So every finite set of strings over the input alphabet sigma, including empty set, is a regular set. Then rule 2, if U and V are two regular sets over sigma, then the union of two regular sets, U and V written as U union V, is also a regular set. Same operation presented in regular expression also, but their union is replaced by plus. But here these are all sets, so you can take normal union operation. Then next rule, if U and V are two regular sets over sigma, then the concatenation of two regular sets U and V is written as UV without any space, is also a regular set. Then fourth rule, if S is a regular set over sigma, then its closure is written as S closure. is also a regular set. Like in recursive definition of regular expression also, this rule is occurred, but there R is a regular expression. But here we are considering everything is a regular set. So then by combination of 1 to 4 rules by repeating once or several times, what are the applications we obtained? Those are all only the regular sets. Now you can see the last rule. No set is regular unless it is obtained by a finite number of applications of definitions of rules 1 to 4. So by repeating the above rules 1 to 4 once or several times, whatever the applications we obtain, those are all only the regular sets. So regular expressions and regular sets mostly similar, but expression is different, regular set is different. So regular set sometimes also called as regular languages. Then let us see examples of both regular sets and regular expressions. See, any regular set that is represented by set brackets, then regular expression does not contain any set brackets. The regular expression consisting of only the above 5 rules combination only. Then regular sets also combination of only the recursive definition of regular sets 1 to 4 rules, or by combination of 1 to 4 by repeating once or several times. So let us see in this table, the first column is regular set, second column is regular expression. So regular set, first one you can see 101. So 101 is a string. So that is represented within set brackets. Now the regular expression, it does not contain set brackets. So you can remove set bracket, you can take the string as it is. Now it is in which form? See, let us take 1 is one regular expression, 0 is another regular expression, 1 is another regular expression. Let us take here R1 equal to 1, R2 equal to 0, then R3 equal to 1. Now it is in the form of concatenation. R1, R2, R3, that is equal to 1, 0, 1. So as per our recursive definition of regular expression, it is satisfying the concatenation operation. So this is equivalent regular expression. Whereas regular set, any set that is represented by a regular expression. For this set, yes, we obtained a regular expression. Therefore, 101 within set bracket is a regular set. Then let us see second example. So A, B, B, A. Again, this is a string which is being represented within set bracket. So this is a regular set. Then what is its regular expression? A, B, B, A. So simply remove the set brackets. Now you can see A, B, B, A, 4 symbols are there. All you can consider it as 4 letters. All you can consider it as individual regular expressions. Let R1 equal to A, R2 equal to B, R3 equal to B, R4 equal to A. Again, it is in the form of concatenation of regular expressions. The 4 regular expressions can be written as R1, R2, R3, R4. Now A, B, B, A. So therefore, this is also a regular expression. Now you can see third example, the set is 0, 1, 1, 0. 0, 1 is one string, 1, 0 is another string represented within sets. So here it is combination of union. Here we have two different strings separated with comma. So union, the union is represented in regular expressions as by using place. So the first string followed by second string, then union means you can add the plus symbol. Now it is in the form of, let us take R1 equal to 0, 1, then R2 equal to 1, 0, then union R1 plus R2. Again R1 consisting of concatenation form 0, 1, R2 also consisting of concatenation form. So finally here this comma in the set is replaced by place, so which gives the union operation of regular expression. Then next example, the regular set is null comma AB, epsilon comma AB. Again same as previous one, but here the first thing is null, whatever, no problem. So simply comma is replaced by plus and remove the set brackets. Now that is equivalent regular expression. Now this can be written as epsilon plus AB. Again it is in the form of union operation. Then next example, the set consisting of the strings ABA, AB, BBA. Total 1, 2, 3, 4 strings are represented within set bracket separated by comma. So all commas you can replace by plus. Now that is equivalent regular expression. Now the regular expression is ABA plus A plus B plus BBA. Now this is regular expression. Now another example, the set consisting of epsilon comma 0 comma 0 0 comma 0 0 comma and so on. Now the equivalent regular expression is all commas replaced by plus. Again it is in the form of union rule. Now this is equivalent to epsilon plus 0 plus 0 0 plus 0 0 plus and so on. See, wherever simplification is possible you can simplify. So write down the simplified equivalent regular expression. So you can recall once the sets of strings operations. So during the fundamental concepts of automata theory, we discussed what is symbol, what is alphabet, what is string, what are string operations, what is language, what are language operations. Then in string operations, the sets of strings is denoted by sigma closure. So let us take sigma equal to 0. Now sigma closure is nothing but including null, null comma, 0 comma, 0 0 comma, 0 0 comma and so on. Here sigma consisting of only a fixed single alphabet. So with that only you can form empty string, the string with length 1, the string with length 2, the string with length 3 and so on. This is nothing but now 0 closure. Now here you can see our regular expression is in this form only, null comma 0 comma 0 0 comma 0 0 and so on. So here plus is nothing but comma, that is separation union. Now this is equal to 0 closure. Wherever simplification is possible, so you can simplify. Now another example, the set consisting of 1 comma 1 1 comma 1 1 1 and so on. Here you can see the equivalent regular expression is 1 plus 1 1 plus 1 1 plus and so on. See, this is in the form of sigma positive closure. Sigma positive closure does not contains epsilon, but sigma positive closure is not a regular expression here. The regular expression is combination of either union operation, that is plus either concatenation operation, either closure or either parenthesis or single alphabet or empty set or empty string. Only these are all regular expressions. Here positive closure is not allowed here. So therefore, here what you have to do, you can take one as common to the left side. Now this will becomes, now you can see, whenever you can take one as common, now this will becomes null comma, 1 comma, 1 1 comma, so and so on. Now you can see what is this one, epsilon comma 1 comma 1 1 and so on. This is nothing but one closure. Now this will becomes 1 1 closure. So like that you can simplify. Now next example is the set consisting of a comma b. Same, the regular expression is a plus b. Now next the set is a comma b whole closure. This can be written as, here closure is there for entire a and b. Now set brackets are replaced by function brackets, parentheses. Now comma is replaced by plus, a plus b whole closure. Now see, this is in the form of, inside it is in the form of r1 plus r2. Then again it's a whole closure. So both satisfies the definition of regular expression. Then coming to next example. So here a set is given in the form of a language. Let L1 equal to the set of all strings of zeros and ones ending in 0 0. See here the set consisting of all strings of 0 1 combination, but every string end with 0 0. For this what you have to do, first let us see here. The solution you can see. The given alphabet sigma equal to 0 comma 1. Now first you can find out sigma closure of 0 comma 1. Sigma closure equal to null comma 0 comma 1 comma 0 0 comma 0 1 comma 1 0. With 0 1 combination you will get infinite sets of strings, that is sigma closure. Here what is the condition? So the set consisting of all strings of zeros and ones. See here you can see all strings are combinations of zeros and ones, but every string end with 0 0. So you can concatenate 0 0 at end, right end. So here we have concatenated with 0 0. Now what is this value? This entire value is nothing but 0 plus 1 whole closure. then concatenate with 0, 0. Whenever you can expand this one, again you will get the above expression only, but whenever you can concatenate this 0 plus 1 whole closure with 0, 0, what you will get? Epsilon 0, 0, you will get 0, 0. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. See, everything you can see right end, it ends with 0, 0. So it is satisfying our long ways condition. Therefore, this is our final regular expression. Then another example, 11th one. See, let L2 equal to the set of all strings of zeros and ones, beginning with 0 and ending with 1. See, whenever you will get these type of sets or languages, the equivalent regular expressions. So how to write? By default, first, whenever you will get the set of all strings of zeros, ones or ABs, by default, for that you can write the equivalent regular expression as 0 plus 1 whole closure. You have to expand that, then you can see what is the given condition. Starting is combination of some symbols, ending with combination of some symbols. Those you can concatenate to the left hand and right hand respectively. Here you can see first sigma equal to 0, 1. First you can write in sigma closure as usual. Epsilon, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1 and so on. Infinite sets of strings. Now here what is the condition given? So beginning with 0, ending with 1. So at starting left end you can concatenate with 0. Then at right end you can concatenate with 1. Now you can see 0 is concatenated at left end, 1 is concatenated at right end. Now whenever you can combine these two, what is the middle value? This one is nothing but 0 plus 1 whole closure. Now that can be written here. 0 plus 1 whole closure. Then left end 0 is concatenated, right end 1 is concatenated. Therefore, this is the final resultant regular expression which satisfies the given set or long ways. So then some more examples. See, in examination, you will get questions like this. Some of the questions collected from the previous papers. So here, the first question you can see. Describe the following sets by regular expressions. So this is the set given 1, 0, 1. So the given set is 1, 0, 1. So this can be represented by the regular expression. How to represent? See, that means what is the meaning of this? Whatever the strings you are obtaining, every string contains 101 as substring. That is the condition. That means the language L can be defined as L equal to the language contains the substring 101. So now hence the regular expression is. So here you can take the combination of 0, 1 alphabets. First you can write down 0 plus 1 whole closure, left hand, then right hand also 0 plus 1 whole closure. Then in middle, you can concatenate with whatever the substring 101. See, by expanding this one, first you can expand 0 plus 1 whole closure. Then again you can expand 0 plus 1 whole closure at the right hand. Then you can concatenate this 101. Everything now compulsory it contains 101 as substring. You can expand and check it once. So that is the resultant regular expression. Finally, after writing the answer, you can expand and recheck whether it is satisfying the given language condition or not. Then another example you can see, find regular expression for the following set or language. L equal to W such that every odd position of W is 1. So odd means first position. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So all these odd positions of the string compulsory it contains a 1. So the string is defined over the combination of 0, 1. Now let us see the solution. So here first you can find out the regular expression for the given language as follows. First position you can add that is odd number, that is 1, that is odd position. Second one even position 0. So again next third position again it consisting of 1, that is odd position. Then fourth position that is even 0. So only odd position you can put 1. So all even positions you can put 0. Then by combining all this you can see here you will get 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0 and so on. Now you can see, so this is first one is odd position, then third one is odd position, then fifth one is odd position, then seventh one is odd position. See, all odd positions consisting of 1. Like that, separately you have to write down. So now this can be simplified by writing 101 whole closure. So whenever you can expand this one, again you will get the set of strings which consisting of at odd position as 1. So this can be written as null, comma 1 0 by repeating once. Then you can take two combination 1 0 1 0, then three combination 1 0 1 0 1 0. So here you can see this is first one odd position 1. This is first third odd. Then this is first third fifth. So odd. So it contains each and every odd position, it consisting of 1. So it is satisfying our given language condition. Therefore, this is resultant regular expression. Then another example you can see, find a regular expression corresponding to each of the following subsets over 0, 1 whole closure. This is also one previous question. So 0, 1 whole closure. The first question, the set of all strings containing no three consecutive zeros. So every string it does not contain three continuous zeros. By satisfying this, what is this regular expression? Then the set of all strings where 10th symbol from the right end is 1. From right side to left 10th position, it consisting of 1. Then the set of all strings over 0, 1 having even number of zeros and odd number of ones. Then the set of all strings over 0, 1 in which the number of occurrences are divisible by 3. So first you can write down the possible strings satisfying these conditions. Then you can combine with our combination of regular expressions. So let us see the solutions for this one by one. So then the set of all strings containing no three consecutive zeros, the regular expression is. So here directly I have provided answer. So you can expand and check whether it is satisfying this condition or not. So here we may say this is not the final answer. You may get another different answer also, but finally our target is by expanding this string. So whether it satisfies the given condition or not. Every person with their own perspective may get different answers, but after expanding the regular expression, so it must consisting of the given condition needs to be fulfilled. So for example, this is the answer for this first condition. No three consecutive zeros. That's why here we have taken alternative. First one closer, then 0, again one closer, then 0, again one closer, then union plus one closer with 0 plus 0 0 plus epsilon. So then again one closer. You can expand this one again you can check out. So you may have different answer also, but finally you can check whether it is satisfying the given condition or not. Then another one, second one, the set of all strings where 10th symbol from the right end is 1. Here you can see, so here 10th position. First we have taken 0 plus 1 whole closure, combination of 0, 1, all the sets of strings. So then here we have taken concatenated with 1. Now you can see we have concatenated with 0 plus 1. See 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 times we have concatenated with 0 plus 1. That means whenever you can expand this one. So the 10th symbol from the right end compulsory it consisting of 1. You can expand and check it. You may have another answer also. So any alternative answers also you can find out, but you can do the reverse manner. You can check out whether it is satisfying the given conditions or not. Now another example, the set of strings over 0, 1 having even number of zeros and odd number of ones. You can find separately even number of zeros and odd number of ones. First you can say even number of zeros can be represented by the following regular expression. 0, 0 whole closure. Whenever you can expand this one, what you will get? Null, 0, 0. Then 0, 0 is repeated twice. Then 0, 0 is repeated thrice and so on. You can see, so every time this set consisting of the strings with even number of zeros only, 2 zeros, 4 zeros, 6 zeros, so even only. Similarly, for odd number of ones can be represented as, so that can be represented by concatenating 1 with 1 1 whole closure. Whenever you can expand this one, every string consisting of odd number of ones, the count, the number of ones should be odd. So then hence by combining these two, so here you will get 0 plus 1 1, then concatenated with 0 plus 1 whole closure plus 1. Finally, you can expand this one, every string consisting of compulsory even number of zeros and odd number of ones. So then the last one, the set of all strings over 0 comma 1 in which the number of occurrences are divisible by 3. So divisible by 3, see the condition. If the number of zeros are divisible by 3, for that the regular expression is represented like this: 1 closure, 0, 1 closure, 0, 1 closure, 0, 1 closure, then whole closure. See here, we have taken 0, 0 3 times, minimum 3 times. Why? Because that can be divisible by 3. Then in between we have taken 1 closure, then it's a whole closure. The possible strings obtained from these are 0, 0, 1, then 0, 1, 0, 0, then 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Every string you can see compulsory 3 zeros. The position may be at any position, but 3 zeros. Then only all the strings divisible by 3. Then if the number of ones are divisible by 3, that can be represented in the reverse. Now 0 closure 1, 0 closure 1, 0 closure 1, 0 closure. Now see 3 ones. Now the possible strings are, every string you can see it must consisting of 3 ones. So like that you can represent by satisfying the conditions. Okay, now we'll stop here. So next class we will continue with remaining topics related to regular expressions. So there we will discuss about identities or algebraic laws of regular expressions. There are some identities or algebraic laws. Then using these algebraic laws or identities, we can simplify the given regular expressions, or we can prove left hand side is equivalent to right hand side. We'll see some example problems. Then finally we'll discuss some examples of regular expressions, where exactly regular expressions are used. So these topics we will discuss in the next lecture.